Hello and welcome back to another video on the channel. My name is DanRobzProbz and this is my 1 to 100 days experience on my 1.19 Skyblock map. And yeah, this map has actually been inspired, and this whole project has been inspired by ilmango himself, the YouTuber, the wizard, the redstone god. Yeah, I'll have a link for his channel in the description of the video. But yeah, I thought I would kind of turn this into a 100 days video just because I thought it would be quite nice to see my experience on it, my take on it. You know me, I love trapdoors and I love kind of coming up with new farm ideas and stuff, so I thought it would be fun to experience with all of you, right? But anyway, we're going to get this started off by actually pressing play, and once we press play I will actually join my little world. Here we go. So I've got a day counter as well just to make it easier so you can see what day I'm actually currently on in the world. And yeah, we spawned on an island with nothing but an acacia tree. There is obviously grass, but we won't talk about that. But yeah, the first thing we need to do is actually break down the tree. And once the tree has been broken down, I can break this piece of dirt here, and there's a secret barrel underneath that has 5 bones in it. Now, on ilmango's little playthrough, on the original pack he's playing on Java edition, because this is a bedrock, by the way, this is not Java, there is no bones. I've put them in just to help at the start because it's boring. You're just literally standing there waiting for trees to grow, right? But anyway, I made myself a crafting table. I wanted to stick this next to the map just because it felt right, in my opinion. And I've crafted up a few slabs, and not a lot just yet. And this was solely to actually obtain this barrel, because that is a bit of free wood for me if you think about it. I can use it as storage for free. Unfortunately, I do have to burn a few slabs here for the price of a barrel. I think it's okay, right? But yeah, we're going to go for a bit of an X formation in the middle. And I decided to just screw it. We're going to make a bazillion slabs. And you might have noticed that I did leave the actual leaves, get it, on purpose, just so I didn't lose any saplings to the void. And I waited until I actually made a big enough platform. So yeah, I decided to put a couple of bits of dirt in there, my signs that I had at the start, in the actual barrel. And the idea was to keep the dirt for future, just in case, you know, you never know, creeper explosions, things like that. I can obviously get gravel eventually if I ever trade with piglins, and I can actually multiply it. But anyway, a few minutes have passed and trees have been chopped, and I've been expanding, as you can see. And I'm using up this bone meal now. Yeah, I wasn't very lucky with it, was I? I pretty much got 2 trees out of that whole 5 bones. That's really bad. My luck was not very good. But yeah, I'm kind of praying and hoping that I would actually get some saplings, and I do get a few, I can just see. And I'm kind of, again, expanding my island, trying to make a somewhat tree farm. And the end of the sun has happened. Now, this is a bit of a problem at the start. We don't have torches. We don't have any light sources. So, yeah, I'm relying on the sunshine to grow trees right now. And I thought I'd have a quick browse at this map here. Now, there's a few pointing locations on there. I'll explain more throughout this video. But yeah, a bit of a time lapse there of a lovely moon going past, because I don't know what else to do, right? I'd have to just kind of literally stand there and wait for the sun to come up. Typical, it's raining, and I decided to grab a load of dirt to make a platform to try and get some sort of skeletons, or at least some sort of mobs to spawn. Again, I don't actually have any food on me neither, so I'm guessing I need to kind of just eat rotten flesh to survive. Again, another bit of a time lapse to see and hope and pray that something would happen, and there we go. We got an acacia tree. Lovely. That means I can expand the island a little bit more, right? Once again, night has approached. It's taken that long. And the first ever mob I encounter is a pillage raid. Like, seriously? A patrol, sorry, not a raid. Yeah, so I got the bad omen. Already. But yeah, another bit of a time lapse. And look who spawned in. Mr. Golden Skeleton. Hello, sir. I was a bit nervous with this guy because if he shot me off, it was GG. Because I'm kind of playing this as a hardcore, okay? I know it's not on hardcore mode. We can't do that really on Bedrock Edition. And I'm playing it as hardcore, okay? So if I die, it's over. Look, acacia tree. So now I've actually got a bit more wood coming, and it stopped raining. The sun is coming, and I'm cutting this up quite fast. This was 29 hours and a half worth of footage, by the way, guys. I am cutting this up quite quick, so bear with me. But yeah, I'm kind of expanding my island, as you could probably tell. And I'm kind of making something here to help me spawn mobs a bit easier, rather than using that so-called dirt. As you can see, my trees are everywhere now. We've got loads of saplings and stuff. And look, a couple of zombies actually spawned in. That means food. And that was my first ever creeper I killed. Ooh, stress time that was, because, you know, creepers are very dangerous. Again, another bit of a time lapse, waiting for something to happen, and boom. One more acacia tree. Now, because I've actually got about 16 trees on the go here, I kind of got a bit overwhelmed with trees. And it's actually more than 16. I've just miscounted that. It's actually 20 trees. But yeah, I'm using full blocks here and mixing it up a bit with slabs and half slabs and stuff like that. And trapdoors here. I'm trying to make a bit of a so-called trap so I can kill mobs without them attacking me. And this is kind of how it works at the very start. Again, I don't really have a lot of stuff going on. I'm only on day 3. Mobs are very essential to any kind of skyblock. This is how we get everything. I kind of switched up my trapdoor situation. Not so good. The skeleton just walked off. I really need that skeleton. I need bones to grow. Dan, you donkey. Why did you do that? But yeah, I'm kind of messing around here, and I think this is kind of the best setup I can actually do as such right now. If you don't know me, I'm obsessed with trapdoors, and I don't know how I always come up with these weird contraptions with trapdoors, but in my eyes, the trapdoor is one of the most beneficial blocks in the game. I think I'll be lost without the thing, I'll tell you. But yeah, day has approached, the night is ended, mobs killing, and we're just chopping and building. We're actually building something, guys, yeah. I'm building a little house. It's not essentially a house. It kind of is. Have you guessed it already? No? Okay. We actually made another chest, and there we go. It's the phantom hole. We actually made another chest, and I'm trying to work my way towards a bed as well. Obviously, spiders drop string. 4 string equals wool. That's how I'm going to get a bed. Now, you might be noticing as well, I do spawn in with a... Ooh, we just did a boat trap. Nice. So I actually like to put boats on top of my roof, but I did spawn in on the island with crimson nylium and warped nylium. And yes, this is the only fail with... my little trap. Baby zombies can get through it. Again, I can't really do a lot, but I just kind of put some slabs there for now. And yeah, with the bones I'm getting through the night and stuff, I'm actually going to try ahead and get myself some seeds. And this is a bit of a better food source, in my opinion. I can make bread, but it's very costly. 1 bone gives you about 3 bone meal, right? Bread, yeah, it's quite expensive. I'd rather just eat rotten flesh, to be fair. But we'll grow it regardless anyway. But anyway, listen, did you hear it? Yes, there's actually a phantom after me. And that guy actually bit me in the butt, I swear. And I thought I was actually going to be knocked off the edge. But the idea now is to use those boats I placed on top of my little phantom hole to capture the phantoms in it. And it actually worked. Now, I use this trick a lot, and I can't believe it actually worked first go. But there was actually a second phantom. Now, I was totally unaware of this, but on Bedrock Edition, they spawn regardless of what height you're at, which is quite strange. Now, I got another notification pop up there. That was telling me that basically a wandering trader had spawned in. And look, I got a lovely iron shovel. Killing my first witch was a bit of a nightmare. She poisoned me. Typical. I didn't get any redstone or glowstone. That's what I was really after. Because glowstone will actually provide me with a light source. But look what this guy was selling. Ah, it's very dangerous, this one. He had a lovely sapling that can grow on anything, pretty much. Very OP, the mangrove propagole, I must say, because you can just bone meal the leaves and get them quite easily. But yeah, we're kind of getting a few resources. As you can see, I got a couple of leads now. I've obviously got some leather as well. And I'm going to go ahead, because I think I've got enough wood to start to make myself a mob farm. It's currently day 6, and this is a bit of a new technique I've got. I've kind of time-lapsed this, but you kind of get my little feel here. I'm kind of towering up as I go, and this was a funny little technique I come up with because, look, as you can see now, I can count how many layers I'm on without messing up, if you understand what I mean. And also, I can climb up and down it without making ladders. But yeah, I'm using trapdoors here. Trapdoors are really good because mobs seem to think they're full blocks and they just walk off the edge, which is nice. And as you can see, this is quite costly. And there we go. We have pretty much made a mob farm. Now, the only advantage and disadvantage I have with this is, one, the advantage is the trapdoors make them think they can walk off the edge. But two, I don't have any water. So I'm literally relying on them walking off the edge. But yeah, we caught another phantom. I'm desperately needing a bed. A couple of skeletons have just appeared, look. And, oh dear, there's a phantom chasing me. Ouch. I honestly think if I wasn't wearing some gold armor that I got at the very start on day 0, I think it was, or day 1, with that golden skeleton, I think I would be dead. I genuinely think I would be dead. But yeah, I bit the bullet there, and I thought I would kill those skeletons without them despawning or anything, just because bones are so valuable on a skyblock, like stupidly valuable, and I need as many bones as I can get for bread and for logs, right? Obviously. I decided to camp the night out in here until my health reaches a normal stage and basically till the sun comes up. And yeah, I went up and started to finish off the mob farm. Obviously, finishing off the mob farm was a good strategy to get trees to grow as well over time. But yeah, once I built everything, I could just chop this down and get down safely without any hassles, right? I extended the platform at the bottom a little bit just to make it a bit more safer, and it's something I don't really do. I normally make one wide little platforms, but I thought as I'm playing this hardcore, I want to make 3 wide. Now I'm making a test here to see how many punches is required to kill a mob. Now I think I actually made it 19 blocks high, if I'm not mistaken, and probably I should have made it a bit higher, maybe a 21, but I wanted to make sure that I kill the mobs as a player, you know, because I want to try and get iron ingots, right? Because that's how I'm going to get water eventually, by making a cauldron. Now I was trying to capture this Enderman, but obviously Enderman rain doesn't really work. I collected an Ender pearl, it pinged off something, and again I was waiting around for mobs to spawn in my little mob farm, and I was actually genuinely quite surprised how effective this mob farm was. It was actually working, and I didn't even think it would. But yes, second witch. She got me again. But yeah, you might be noticing now I've actually got myself a carrot as well. I would rather have an iron ingot, but a carrot I need. And I also just collected a potato. So you're probably noticing as well a few pings in here and that, a little bit of text is coming up on screen. I've just added in a load of challengey collection rewards kind of things that pop up, so you get a little notification. Maybe it'll tell you a little tip or something. But yeah, I decided to remove these blocks to try and make the mob take more damage when they fall, as a little test, if you know what I mean. And you know what? I'm actually quite ballsy, as they would say. Yeah, I thought I'd make a second mob farm right next to my mob farm. The idea was to try and get as many mobs to spawn as I could in the most closest proximity, okay? So yeah, as you can see, I'm kind of building this, but I'm kind of running out of resources very quickly. Obviously, with the limited amount of bones, it's quite difficult. But yeah, after all of those little mobs I just killed, I got myself another carrot, look, and I got a couple of bits of redstone, look. But this mob farm is mental. Like, I can't believe how good it is. And there's no water in it. It's crazy. But yeah, more wood is required, as per usual. And then I can actually finish off the mob farm. But again, we still need more wood. Now, I've got to be really careful when I'm building these mob farms, because obviously, if it's nighttime and I'm building up there, very dangerous, because mobs will spawn, right? But yeah, I managed to capture myself an Enderman, because I spotted him as I was cutting down that tree. And what are Endermen good for? Picking up blocks. And obviously teleporting, as we all know. But yes, look, he actually picked up my grass block. I didn't really know this was a thing. I kind of got this idea from ilmango, because I saw he was doing it on Java. So I tested it out on bedrock, and it actually freaking works. Yeah, I just got a grass block without silk touch. How amazing. But yeah, another wandering trader spawned in, and he had a moss block again. But he had dark oak. Dark oak's lovely. I love that wood, but it's quite expensive, right? But yeah, we managed to gather up enough wood. Axes are breaking, things are happening, but this is the last thing I need to do. And we just replace that slab, close the door, and boom, she's built. We have 2 mob farms side by side. Oh my god. This is awesome news. And then you know what I did? Made a little AFK platform and realized one's taller than the other. Oh god. Dan, you miscounted. Anyway, I wanted to show you a bit more of my loot in this chest. Look, so this is a proper feel of it. Look how much bones I've actually got, but this is all from the mob farm, right? I've stopped using my so-called little spawning platform. And then, oh god, then it came to me. I need to extend. I need to make more mob farms. But I actually caught another Enderman. And again, I didn't know if this was possible or not. But I had a feeling it would be. So I thought I would try. Can an Enderman pick up Crimson Nylium? And he can. Since when? I didn't even know this was possible. But they can. So yeah, I've picked up that block as well without Silk Touch, which is really nice. I've also got myself a bed as well now. Obviously, I lost that footage somehow amongst all the 29 hours worth of footage. But yeah, we're getting loads of armor. We're getting loads of bows. We're getting a few tools here and there. I've got some nice armor on as well. It's only leather, but there's a few nice enchantments on. It's kind of like I'm in a shop or something. But again, another Enderman spawned. That's the 3rd one. Obviously, one died to rain. And what's he going to pick up? I've put him... Oh, no. I put him next to both blocks and look what happened. He hid under a tree. But yeah, as I was saying earlier, I'm going to go ahead and build... What? It's snowing here? That's so weird. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and build another mob farm. But not just 1, 2 more. Yes, I'm so stupid. But why not, right? I need to get iron. I need to get bones. So with any bones I'm getting, I'm growing all the trees I possibly can. And I'm chopping them down. And I'm making a beautiful couple of mob farms. But look how many carrots I've got. I've actually been bone mealing them and eating them as my main food source. Because I was getting a bit fed up with getting a saturation effect from the rotten flesh. But it's pretty decent food though, rotten flesh, to be fair. It just ruins your saturation. But yes, 3 mob farms. Obviously, I edited that one quite a bit. You've already seen me build 1, 2. You don't want to see another one. But yes, look. Another Enderman. And by the way, that other Enderman actually despawned. And I forgot to actually put my trapdoors back on my mob farmy little area platform. So I had to remember that. But yeah, he actually went for the grass block. I'm not too bothered by that. Either way, it's nice to have a grass block. So it's really cool now. I can just put that anywhere in the world now. And obviously you can tell I'm in a deep ocean. Mobs don't really spawn here, so I need to kind of find a plains, right? But yeah, all it is about is... Oh my god, we got some iron! All it is all about is killing mobs, chopping wood in the day, killing mobs at night. That's all I've been doing to obviously progress and get these 2 mob farms finished. There we go. Yes. Oh, awesome. So I decided to make myself a double chest in the middle little AFK area, I would like to call it, but it's not really AFK because they don't die. I need to kill them. My platform. But I'm still over the moon, like how powerful and easily this works. Like I couldn't believe that just putting trapdoors in the middle would actually make a decent mob farm like that. Without water streams, if you know what I mean. But look, he dropped another iron ingot. I was getting so lucky with a few iron ingots. It's really cool. Really, really cool. But yeah, I'm extending all the platforms because there is a slight issue with my little mob farm design. Baby zombies and spiders. They will easily climb underneath and get you. Although they only take a few hits. But yeah, 4 mob farms. Done. Day 17. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. So I decided to bite the bullet and grow a load of wheat because I've got loads of bones now, right? And I started looking at my map and I was thinking I need to find a tiger biome. And I could spot one over there. Now, why do I want to go to a tiger biome? That is because I need to get foxes to actually get some emeralds, obviously. Otherwise, how can I buy anything from Mr. Wandering Trader? Why do we need emeralds? We want to buy an oak sapling eventually to get some apples, right? Apples means I can cure villagers, as long as I've got gold, which I need to get from pigs by striking them with lightning. But yeah, finally, through the power of editing, I actually got there. My God, very, very far away. It's about 1,000 odd blocks away, right? Because I'm spawning at 0. And there's a little time lapse of me walking back. How lovely. But yeah, this whole thing requires acacia wood. And I'm looking at the map and I'm thinking, my God, I've got to go and make a witch farm at some point. Because this is how I'm going to get some sort of light source, right? Another enderman spawned in. I managed to capture him and he's actually nicked my block leg. I was totally unaware that they could teleport from boats. So all those times I've been killing them in the boat, I've actually been very stupid and I wasn't actually thinking. But yeah, I spotted a wandering trader here and it was daytime and he started to drink milk. Oh! I generally thought that we could actually get milk bucket from him then. Oh, look, I got another iron ingot there. Nice. Yeah, wandering traders actually drink milk when it's daytime. And I thought this was only a Java feature, but it must be a bedrock one as well now. So they must have parodied that across. But yeah, I was trying to get myself a free bucket and look, another iron ingot. The first 20 odd days was so good for iron. No spoilers. I'm looking on my map and I'm pretty sure that is a plains. And I can tell by how far I need to go. Obviously, I've got a biome indicator on me as well. So it's a bit more easier. But we got the map there for guidance, right? So why not use it? So let's start building out all the way to a so-called plains. Now, I sped that up and I realized I'm an absolute donkey. I actually forgot the grass block. How are we going to get animals to spawn without a grass block, Dan? Come on. You're so stupid. But yeah, I decided to take the time to cut down more wood, right? You can never cut down enough wood. I am sick and tired of axes. Wooden axes, man. I would do anything for a stone axe. But yeah, we managed to get over there eventually. And I'm literally standing here waiting for grass to grow. Yeah, a bit boring to wait, I'm not going to lie. But I decided to go back to base, get some more dirt from the trees, expand my area, make a little area for a load of chickens. Now, chickens. What are chickens really good for? Yes, they're good for food. And look, we actually got one to spawn in. The first animal, believe it or not, was a group of 3 chickens. How crazy is that when you think about it? I really want chickens and they spawned in. It's so weird. So yeah, day 26, we actually got chickens. But yeah, I really needed chickens for something. That is for foxes. Foxes love the chicken. And yeah, we need to use them for actually creating a fox farm, right? I need to breed these guys up because I need to get a load of eggs. I don't really want to transport a chicken with a lead, with a boat, you know. I want to just get a load of eggs, basically. Throw a couple of eggs in the tiger biome and hopefully get a chicken to hatch, right? So I've got to manage to get myself about 16 eggs, which is pretty good. And let's start running back over to my tiger biome, right? And let's try and make a fox farm? Question mark? Never made one of these. I haven't made a lot of things in this actual playthrough, so that's kind of the other reason why I wanted to play it and experience it. Yeah, fox farm. I've never made one of these, like I said. I kind of got inspired by my so-called, you know, my mob farm. And basically, oh my God, I got 4 chicks. What? Isn't that like super rare? I basically set up a couple of chicks to hang from a lead because I'm very morbid and mean. And yeah, I wanted the foxes to be attracted to them and fall down a hole. It clearly wasn't working. Something wasn't quite right. I needed more wood anyway. So I went back to base, planted this sweet berry I just got from the fox, because that's probably a bit of a better food source, and they grow quite quickly. And yeah, I needed to get some more wood, and obviously to finish off my actual fox farm, which I clearly don't really know if it's actually any good or not yet. But yeah, I feel like I needed to make a couple of trapdoors or something, really. But yeah, I wanted to show you again my loot situation here. And yeah, we're back at the fox farm. We're going to finish this a bit better. We're going to make it a bigger platform. Now, I was looking on the wiki. Foxes seem to spawn on any block, which is really nice, apart from transparent blocks. So you can actually use planks. And you've already spotted there was a couple of foxes there anyway. But yeah, I'm in an old growth, a pine, a taiga biome. And now, when it actually rains, it doesn't actually snow here, which is quite unusual. I was under the impression that all tigers are snowy, so maybe this version isn't of the biome. I'm not really 100% sure. But yeah, the idea is the fox will spawn, get attracted to those chickens, and fall down here, and I can just whack it to death. That's the idea. Now, I should have, realistically, made this a little bit lower so they just fell to their death. But I'm not sure if it's a bug or if it's an intended feature. Okay. But if there's an item on the floor and a fox hits it, even though it's dead, it will still put it in its mouth, thus deleting said item. So yeah, that's why I left it higher than that. But yeah, we needed to get some more bones. We need to get some more wood. And I've finally finished the so-called square fox farm. Oh my god, I hate foxes so much. They are so annoying. So annoying. They don't spawn. They're very, very slow mobs. But yes, sometimes they can spawn in with items in their mouth. And the item I really wanted was not my trapdoor he just stole. It's actually emeralds. And I've had a look online and it's a 2% chance. Ugh. Yeah, I think we've had enough of foxes for today. So I decided to actually go and have a look at a witch farm instead. So I needed a lot, and I mean a lot of wood for this. So I decided to also try my luck and try and get some more iron, right, to make a cauldron. And yeah, I'm just getting a load of junk, really. Nothing really good. My iron luck actually seemed to have disappeared. I don't know what happened to it. It was really strange. I'm growing a few more trees. I'm using the bones I'm getting from the mob farms. They're doing really good. And I basically need to just grind and grind and grind. Killing mobs, chopping trees, killing mobs, chopping trees. Keep doing this process. You can see how much rotten flesh I'm getting now. And I'm basically worked out I need this many slabs in order for me to just bridge across. If I was doing it at one wide. That's the coordinates I need to go to. But I realised something. It's at Y59. How am I supposed to get down to Y59? On Java, you can, like, that knocks you down like you're swimming. Doesn't seem to work on bedrock. What about if I use a boat with a lead? And sit in the boat. Does the lead break? That wasn't high enough, so I need to go a bit higher, maybe. Let's try it again. Will this support me? No. Okay, back to the drawing board. How am I going to get down to Y59? I still was trying the boat technique. It just was not happening. I think that the player is too heavy for the boat and it just instantly breaks the lead, unfortunately. So I had a bit of a break from investigating and playtesting and doing different things, trying to make myself think, what can I do? Like, I had to have a break. I've actually got 6 iron ingots. Then I thought, ender pearls, yeah. I could fall, I could throw the ender pearl and try to place blocks underneath. Absolutely dangerous when you think about it. I'm playing this at hardcore. No, not good. Then, bing, the light bulb came on. Crimson Nylium. Now, I can bone meal this and get the crimson mushroom, right? The fungus. If they grow, they actually have those special vines attached to them. I can take them and you can climb down them, right? And there we go. It worked. Yes. I was so happy about that. And I was like, yes, I can actually make this witch farm happen. Because I was under the impression that I might actually need water to get down there to do the witch farm. No. I actually bit the bullet and I grew a crimson Nylium. It's so cool. I'm so happy about that. But anyway, again, I can pick and choose exactly what armor I want here. Proper shop here. And I used my hoe that I used earlier on for the farmland. And I actually got myself the weeping vines, as they're called. Ah, beautiful. So I decided to make a couple of redstone torches and just leave the weeping vines there for security, okay? But I've still got my actual crimson iridium. Now, sometimes I believe, looking online, if you bone meal it and it grows into the tree, you could lose the actual crimson iridium. So you've got to be careful if you actually do that. But yeah, I decide to run over to my chickens for a certain reason. That is for food. Now, if I'm going to go across to a massive distance, I'm going to need a lot of food, right? And at least a decent food. So yeah, I actually managed to get this sword from a zombie somehow. It's a Flame Aspect 2 one, by the way. And we're making our way all the way to this witch farm. Now, conveniently, I can use the same area of the fox farm to actually bridge out from there. But I had to, unfortunately, luckily for you, it's through editing. Yeah, I had to go back to do a drop-off, right? I didn't have enough inventory space. There ain't no shulker boxes yet, unfortunately. But yeah, I filled up my whole inventory full of slabs and got to it, guys. Oh my god. Yeah, I could bridge out from this corner, basically, and then it would actually kind of get me in the right area where I needed to be. Now, I was heading all the way for 379. There we go. Perfect. In this coordinate. And then I had to go 2,800 and something. And we're currently standing in a beach. So I probably could get some turtles in this area if I really wanted to. What use of turtles, though, without sand, right? I think we need sand. But eventually, my fingers were hurting. And also, that is probably, I'm not going to lie, the furthest I've ever bridged out in Minecraft in my life. My fingers were actually killing. But yeah, I realized I ran out of food. I needed food. And guys, we actually got there. By the power of editing, I don't ever want to do that again in my life. I tell you that. Seriously. That was horrible. Horrible, horrible, horrible. Why is it so far away? I'm such a donkey. I should never have made it that far away. I really regret that now. But anyway, we managed to use my weeping vines. You can climb down these, and it's very, very unbelievably scary. I was so nervous that I was going to fall. Oh, honestly, my heart was like in my mouth. I don't know how to explain it. I was so scared. But yes, I was aiming to get down to a pretty decent level so I can actually make the witches full, because I'm currently working on building a witch farm. Now, the coordinates said 59, so I made sure I'm at that kind of level. It's not exact, my coordinates on the map. There is actually 4 spawn points of the actual witches. But yeah, I'm using this wall I've got from obviously killing loads of spiders and using their string to actually bridge down, because I've run out of blocks, basically. It took so long to get here. I'm on day 46 now. And would you guess how long it takes to get back? 9 minutes and 43 seconds. That's real time, guys. I'm not joking. So you can imagine how long that took me to bridge across there. Oh my god. Very long time. But anyway, I've done it now, and we're on day 47. We are basically grinding our butts off, right, to get a load of wood to get a witch farm set up, right? Now, the main reason I want a witch farm is for 2 things: redstone and glowstone. Glowstone gives me lights. Redstone gives me redstone, right? So I can actually use it to make some a little bit better contraptions maybe in the future. We'll see. But yeah, I'm kind of waiting around here for daytime, trying to kill mobs to get loads of bones as per usual. Trying my luck to get 1 iron ingot. I need 1 iron ingot. That's all I need. But anyway, I feel like I've got enough wood to actually succeed and build this witch farm. Now, I've actually got myself some supplies here as well. I've left a couple of things inside here. But yeah, we've got 3 stacks of 64 and 15 or 19, was that? 19 logs. So I actually used some of the warped planks as well to make some extra trapdoors as well to kind of conserve any like wood I've actually got, right? But yeah, we managed to get down to y equals 24. Why did I say equals? That's too many commands I've been typing in recently, right? But yeah, from the bottom, I wanted to make myself all the way go back up to the top with ladders. So I can actually eventually remove... Yeah. There was a secret witch there. Now, you can definitely tell there was a witch spawning area, right? We're kind of in a hut right now. Which is quite weird. But yeah, I wanted to make a ladder all the way up to get rid of the weeping vines, basically. They're good, the weeping vines, don't get me wrong, but they're not very safe. But yeah, I'm using red wool here because these are the actual spawning points of these witches. Now, there's actually 4 spawn points. Very, very powerful if you've got the right resources. So I'm kind of cutting all this up very fast, as you can see. And yeah, I'm basically building a somewhat witch farm. We got some froggies as well, which is quite funny. Not very useful to me right now, but maybe in the future I could use them to get like frog lights or something. I don't really know. But yeah, we're kind of building the witch farm, using the weeping vines to get down. I haven't got any other way. And we've built this, I like to call it like a ghost farm. That's what it looks like to me. It looks like a Pac-Man ghost. Like, I don't know how to explain it. Also, I can actually mob-proof it inside using carpets as well. But unfortunately, I didn't have enough carpets. I've put redstone torches on the top as well, just to prevent any hostile mob spawns. I'm trying to get the best efficiency I possibly can out of this thing. And I just heard my first witch. There we go. Beautiful. And she dropped some beautiful, beautiful, beautiful glowstone. That's what I want. I want a load of glowstone. Because that is going to basically provide me with light, right? Now, as I said earlier, I haven't actually had enough carpet to actually make it completely mob-proof. So a couple of spiders are spawning, and not spiders, skeletons and sort of zombies. And then there will be a couple of spiders as well spawning inside it. That's what I was going to say. They seem to spawn inside it. I don't know why, but I don't have water. I don't have anything. This is the best I can do, okay? So I kind of came up with this in a creative world, and I stuck with it in my head. Maybe there's other ways I could have done it, but this seemed to have worked, right? But anyway, I wanted to do a bit of an AFK session. I knew in my head that items took 5 minutes to despawn. I set a 5-minute timer on my phone, and I came back after 5 minutes, and I got all this stuff. It's not very fast, but it's pretty decent, okay? It's not that great, but look at this. I was AFK, and I just heard noises coming out of my speakers. I was like, oh my God, no, 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 no. What's happening? And look, at the time of me getting that, if he shot me one more time, I would have died, and it would have been over. And I would never have known. Unless, if I didn't have my speakers set up properly, and I wasn't listening, and I wasn't here, that would have been GG. But anyway, enough about all the witch farm. We've done it. It's built. Beautiful. I came back all the way here. Another 9 minutes and 43 seconds, bear in mind. And there was an ender pearl on the platform. I don't know why, but look, we got some glowstone, we got some redstone, and we got some sugar. Sugar's not very useful. It's not even that useful anyway. It's only useful for speed potions, right? And cake, obviously. I think it's in the cake recipe. Oh my God. I'm going to get hate for that. But yeah, I'm kind of showing you again my loot here, but I wanted to show you that I'm actually using glowstone. And this means now I can actually grow trees at night. Finally, day 55, we can grow trees at night. Oh my God, unbelievable. But anyway, we're actually back at the witch farm now because I've managed to get myself enough wood to construct this as best as I can for now. Okay. So yeah, we're starting to get a few resources. I'm going to do a couple of AFK sessions here. I wanted to make sure that it was mob-proof this time. I've sorted out the whole situation above as well. So like skeletons and zombies and spiders and stuff won't spawn. So that's all good. We're collecting just water bottles in that one. And look how much stuff I've got now. Honestly, I think I only AFK'd for about 15 minutes, I think. That witch farm is insane. Because it's got 4 spawn points. Absolutely insane. It's a quad spawner, basically. A quad witch farm. That's what it is. Or witch hut, I should say. But yeah, we're kind of shifting around my little house, making more glowstone, caught another Enderman. He managed to pick up the Crimson Nylium, which is very nice. So I never lost that. So I'm very, very happy about that. Look how much gunpowder I got. I brought it all over from the witch farm. And look how much flesh I've got. I've killed so many zombies since day 22, which was the last time I got an iron ingot, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah. We have not got a single iron ingot. I'm getting potatoes. I'm getting loads of armor. I'm getting loads of carrots. I just want 1 iron ingot so I can make this cauldron. I've got 6. That's all I want, please, game. And yes, I actually got these boots, which are pretty decent. Feather falling on them. And look how many bows I've got. Oh my god, and look at all the tools. As soon as I get a furnace, I can easily get a load of free stuff. And yes, I haven't been asleep that much. That phantoms are spawning again. So yeah, I made sure I went to sleep. But yes, would you behold, all of my moaning and all of my praying came true. Yes, we got the last iron ingot I needed. Perfect. So, I can actually craft up a cauldron now and collect the rainwater. Ah, finally. A witch would be proud indeed. I actually put a glowstone block underneath it as well, just again to stop mob spawning here. I don't want to get any sneaky mobs on me, you know what I mean. But now all we need to do is wait for it to rain. But we are still missing something, right? How are we going to get that water out of it? We need a bucket. So I still need 3 more iron ingots. Or maybe, if I'm stupidly lucky, a wandering trader, right? Could obviously drink milk. Maybe I could get his bucket. I don't know. We'll see. But anyway, we are kind of going in a bit of an armor shop here. Because Dan's been going crazy recently. He's been killing millions of mobs. And look what happened. Day 62. Unbelievable. A wandering trader spawned in. So I thought, I'm going to go ahead and try this out to see if this is even possible. So I made him go invisible. A zombie hit him. So I knew a zombie hit him. I moved him over here. Okay. Grabbed my bed. Killed the spider that was in there with him. Put the bed down. Then I was smart and saved and quit. I hit him to see how many hits he needed until he died. And I predicted it would be 4, and it was, because the zombie hit him. So I basically quit that world, deleted it, jumped in the world, hit him 3 times, sorry, and then he drank a milk bucket. He actually dropped it. Oh, I couldn't even believe this. I didn't even know this was a thing in Minecraft Bedrock Edition until I actually did it. And now I'm not cheating here. I saved and quit. I'm playing this legitimate, guys. I would never cheat. I would never. There's no point in me even playing if I'm going to cheat. But I actually got a milk bucket from a wandering trader. It's not even in their loot table. Now, I make a lot of maps and I do a lot of coding and stuff on this game, okay? Add-ons, creation and stuff. It's not even a loot table for it. So how does he drop it? But anyway, regardless, I got a bucket. Huge news. So this means I can actually make something even better than the witch farm. That's the Guardian farm. Now, there's actually 16 spawn points for Guardians to spawn, which is crazy. Now, I think in a normal Acacia monument, it might actually be more than that. I think it's actually 25, if I'm not mistaken. But anyway, I made it all the way to the Guardian farm. And you might be seeing I'm making these certain pillars. That is actually where the Guardians will actually spawn, okay? And now I've actually brought some Weeping Vines with me again, because guess what I'm going to do with the Guardians? Make them drop to their death, okay? It's the best thing I can do right now. I don't have access to soul sand for bubble columns or magma blocks for bubble columns to kill them that way. So I have to kind of do it this way. And by the way, this is the first ever Guardian farm I've ever made in my life. So it might be very strange. It might be ineffective. So we will see. But yeah, as you can see, I've marked out everywhere the actual the points are for me. Bear in mind, this is only 8 points because I can't really afford the full 16 Guardian farm just yet. I don't have rails. I don't have minecarts. And yes, when I was walking home to get more resources, it started to rain. Rain means water. Water means bucket. Now we've got infinite water, guys, from one bucket. Bear that in mind. So what you can actually do on Bedrock and Java, you can actually make infinite water with just one bucket of water now, which is quite nice. Using bone meal, you can actually get seagrass, and there we go. We've got 2 buckets of water now, because the seagrass seems to basically grow with a block of water in it. It's quite strange. But yeah, I can use bottles of water as well to my advantage. This is solely like my second bucket, so 3 bottles is like my second bucket, as long as I take a cauldron with me. But anyway, I decided to do a bit of fishing because it was raining. It started to rain. It wasn't even that a big rain. It just stopped straight away. So that was rubbish. But anyway, he came back anyway initially to get some more resources to continue building the Guardian farm. So I decided to climb down, and yeah, we need to get exactly right. The coordinates need to be exactly right. So the Guardians will spawn on that block I'm breaking right now, which is the 39. So I need to make sure there's water in that block. So I decided to have a little bit of a sleep because the night was approaching, and I basically threw a bucket of water over the side, and I've climbed all the way down to y = 3. I said it again, equals y. I don't know why I'm doing that. That's so weird. But yeah, I've decided to go ahead and make my farm that I designed on a creative world. Now, the farm in mind was to use a bit of redstone to open a trapdoors that will drop items into a water stream, and then they would come towards me whilst I'm sat AFK in a boat that's going around collecting the items. I probably didn't really explain that very well. But yeah, using redstone, using pressure plates, and a boat and water, I can make basically an AFK, somewhat, Guardian farm-ish. You're going to see. But I wanted to make a test here to see if I could actually go under this with a boat. And I can, which is nice. I don't take any damage. So that's perfect. So I was quite happy with that. Again, I did kind of make all these farms anyway in a test world, so I'm not just kind of going with the flow here. But I kind of figured out that it was quite strange, to be fair. You can't, to go around corners, you have to put 5 pressure plates down. Very unusual. I don't know why this is, and you have to use 1 water stream. You'll understand what I'm talking about when I actually put it down in a second. But yeah, I made this little area. It takes about 40-ish seconds to go round. And obviously, I'm counting 7 blocks here, so I can, you know, put the water down nicely. And we need to put another pressure plate there. There we go. Perfect. So now I can fill this in with water, and it should be all good. I made an infinite water source just then, as you can see. So the idea is that I sit in a boat. The Guardians fall to their death. When I go over the pressure plates with the boat, it actually spits open the items, and I just collect them. As you can see, I'm going around now, time-lapsing this, to make sure it's actually working, and it's working perfectly. Apart from, I need something I'm missing, which is target blocks. Yeah. We need a lot of hay blocks, man. Which is a lot of bones. But I was making sure that this actually works, and it definitely is. Which is nice. Now, I had to open up the trapdoors manually, because obviously I don't have the target blocks yet. Because target blocks actually redirect redstone, if you didn't know. And I can redirect it and power the block as well. Yeah, I stupidly went back up at night time. A couple of mobs were here. And this is like my spawning chamber for my Guardians to spawn in. And then basically they would spawn in and be pushed off with some water and fall down to their death. Now, I knew that they need to be like 30 odd blocks, so I kind of just winged it, if you know what I mean. So there might be not high enough, or it might be too high, if you know what I mean. But you could see Dan's back, and he's got wheat seeds on him. Yes, he's been farming a lot of wheat. A lot of it, a lot of it, a lot of it. But yes, look, a Guardian actually spawned in, which is very bizarre, because on Bedrock Edition, I'm more than certain from reading on it on the Wikipedia, yeah, they need a roof as well. It's not, or it just increases their chances. I'm not 100% sure. But you can see, having water there with a couple of signs like that blocks off the flow. And there's a reason I'm doing it like this, and that is because prior to the 1.19.40 update, there's actually a bug with the Guardians And as I was playing this, the update wasn't live. And the bug is that they will just swim in the air, basically. They still think they're in water. So I had to make sure that there was at least a big enough gap from testing in a creative world that they could bounce off and fall down the hole. But anyway, I needed to get rid of my weeping vines at some point. I knew that because it was in the actual second chamber for the Guardians. So yeah, I needed to make another bridge and another way of getting there. So yeah, that's kind of what I was doing right now. As you can see, I've got the target blocks in, and I need to put these couple of bits of redstone here. And as you will see, it redirects the redstone. And there is a slight flaw with this. If items land on my pressure plate, it does kind of open the trapdoors. So maybe sometimes there will be, very rarely, a guardian randomly around. But again, I'm very limited of what I've got. But yeah, using some of the drops that the Guardians are dropping now, I can make some sea lanterns and light this place up. So I know if I'm sat in that boat, I'm protected. And yeah, look, here we go. This is the bug I'm talking about. They will actually fall if they see you and they try to shoot you. But my God, that bug caused me so many issues. So yeah, I decided to actually go ahead and put a roof on this, like I was saying earlier. On the Wikipedia, it says that they function better if they've got a roof on, like they spawn better. I start to make myself another chest as well and start storing stuff. I'm kind of getting prepped up to get ready for an AFK session. That's kind of where I'm going. I decided to remove the so-called roof I originally had because it was kind of pointless. Like, it was making mobs spawn. It was a bit silly, really. But yeah, onto constructing the second chamber. And again, I'm literally mimicking the other side. Apart from, I had a bit of a brainwave, and I thought, instead of building a chute and wasting loads of resources like wood and prismarine and stuff like that, all I would need to do is make the Guardians funnel across to the other chute, and then they fall down there with them. And because of that bug, that caused me an absolute nightmare. And what I mean by that is that they're all getting stuck in the middle. So yeah, it wasn't the greatest idea at the time. But as you can see, I'm kind of explaining what I've just done on video right now. But building all this is an absolute nightmare because these things will just spawn randomly. And it was causing me a bit of a few moments because they will really kill you quite bad. Like, they shoot you really bad, not kill you. But like after 2 or 3 hits, they will kill you, is what I'm trying to say. But yeah, there's moments like this where I was just like, I really shouldn't be doing this because if I die, it's over. But I haven't got a choice, okay? I have to do this. I have to do it. Oh my God. I hate the Guardians now after building this. I genuinely hate them. I hate the noises they make. I hate them in general. They're just so annoying. And why do they hurt you when you hit them? So annoying. But yeah, I'm happy with this. I'm really happy with it. Seems to be working okay, minus the bug. So there will be a few that will get stuck. But yeah, I decided to do a little bit of an AFK session here just to get me some free blocks. I'm sick to death of chopping acacia wood right now. I wanted to get a way of getting some new blocks. And prismarine, okay, it's a bit pricey to get. I have to wait around for it, but yeah. So I decided in the end to make these days not count, if you know what I mean. So we need to minus 3 days. And look what happened when I was AFK. Very sad about this. The game decided it had enough. Yeah, it crashed on me. I don't actually know why. But yeah, 2 or 3 days have gone by of me just sitting there in the boat. And this is kind of what my drops are like. I decided to go fishing while I was waiting around. And it was actually raining. And I got myself an unbreaking free fishing rod. Not really amazing, but it's better than using a standard one probably. I managed to go back home. I did some more fishing, trying to catch a saddle. Yes, I actually got one in the end, which I was really, really happy about. So obviously I've got the prismarine on me as well, so I can use them to make light blocks now, which is a bit cheaper. A donkey spawned in with its baby. Goodbye. There we go. What? Where's my baby gone? I didn't push it off. Yeah. I was a bit, okay, a donkey, not really amazing. I guess it's better than me walking. It's going to be a bit faster maybe, but the main thing is, it doesn't actually take any hunger, which is very good. So it's not that much quicker, but you can actually put a chest on it as well. Haha. So I used that to my advantage. And, okay, that gives me a few extra slots. So it's kind of like I got a shulker box, kind of. Not really. But anyway, we went back to my fox farm. Now, the idea of me going back to the fox farm is because now I've got all this prismarine, I might be able to improve this somewhat. So I went into a creative world. I had a bit of a play around and I came up with a new design using trapdoors. Again, mobs seem to think that they are full blocks, so maybe foxes do, and they actually do because they're dumb. And yeah, I decided to use my prismarine mixed in with my Acacia. I'm not really going for a design, but in the end, it kind of looks like a design. It's just a massive extended platform of what it previously was. I put in some sea lanterns as well, just to help with the mob spawns and stuff like that. But yeah, we got a chicken in a boat this time, not hanging from some leads. And we're going to kind of get this guy bang on in the center. And yeah, I hate foxes. I so hate foxes. I really hate the foxes. Yeah, they don't really seem that attracted to it. I think I need to actually bring the chicken down a layer, maybe, because they don't really seem that attracted, which is quite strange. And there we go. It seems to have worked. And then that happened. Oh, man. Getting a chicken up here is a right pain, as you could probably imagine. I don't know why at the time of watching this now, I never killed that fox before, because I would have just saved myself a lot of hassle. So yeah, after that catastrophic failure, I decided to take my anger out and my stress and problems on the actual tunnel, the funnel part of it, and just destroy it because it was rubbish. It was pointless. We didn't need that. We want the foxes to just fall to their deaths. Oh my god. We don't want to go up there. It's nighttime, Dad. Yeah, I forgot it was nighttime. These guys keep spawning here. Now, I'm not 100% sure, but maybe pillagers and pillager patrols have a higher chance of spawning in tiger biomes. I don't know if I'm just making that up. But it seems like they always spawn here a lot. And that happened. If I wasn't wearing them, I would be dead. So I've almost died like 2 or 3 times now. But anyway, I managed to lead up a chicken. We're going through another little design here in my brain. Kind of similar, but we're using a fence post this time. And even more trapdoors. And I've actually made the hole more bigger. So if they do jump, they shouldn't jump in the boat with the chicken, right? That was the plan. So I decided to extend the platform a little bit. And would you behold, a freaking fox was eating the chicken again. So a long cut now. I've actually managed to get a chicken back there again. And look what happened. An emerald was on the floor. And this guy fell and ate it. This is exactly what I was talking to you about. I need to raise this platform. Because I just lost an emerald then. That's the first emerald I've seen since, you know, day 1, right? But anyway, another fox got in the boat with the chicken. This really, really, really was winding me up at the time. And I didn't really know what to do. And like, I'm trying to think like in my head as I'm throwing these eggs. What can I actually do to make this better? And yeah. I don't really know, you know. I'm really limited of what resources I've got right now. So yeah, I managed to get a baby chicken to come out of the eggs, which is quite nice. So this was a new technique for me getting chickens, because previously I was just using a lead. So I decided to have a bit of a break from that. Come back home, and guess what I was doing? Chopping trees. Oh, you can never have enough trees, right? But yes, my loot situation is looking quite nice. But obviously, I chopped a few trees and brought back some water this time. Because I thought in my head, wouldn't it be better if I was actually doing something whilst being kind of AFK, semi-AFK? So why don't I fish whilst waiting for foxes to fall to their death and hopefully drop me an emerald. I came up here and it was daytime and I don't know what was going on here. There was a lot of mobs. And like I said, pillager patrols seem to spawn a lot, I think, in tiger biomes, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, I almost died then, again, which is crazy. I needed more wood for my stupid contraption I'm making. But yeah, I decided to get 2 chickens up this time, because maybe that's where I was going wrong. And then this happened, guys. I seriously was not having luck with the fox farm. Yeah, I suffocate my chickens in blocks. That's really not good. And I almost felt like giving up at this point. I really did. But then I thought, no, I need to do this. I need to do it then. So I went to my chickens. I sat there and waited until I had at least a stack and a bit of eggs. Now, I knew in the fox farm previously, I could just throw a couple of eggs into a boat and a chicken will go in there. So that was my plan. So we took the donkey. Yeah, we got enough eggs. And because I got the donkey, I could speed this up. And currently we're on day 100. But remember, we're minusing like 3 or 4 days. And look what happened. I got another 4 chicks. Is that rare or not? I don't really know. But anyway, I decided to go ahead, get these guys encaged now. This is proper protection mode now. And because I got more eggs, I'm going to just spam these, get more boats, spam all these guys here. And we're going to have a massive egg collection area. And I don't honestly know what is going on right now, but I've had like chicks after chicks coming out of the eggs. I don't know if it's a bug or what, if it's just me being special. I don't know. But anyway, AFK Fox Farm complete, guys. As you can see, there's a bouncing llama up in the top corner there. There was a wandering trader up there at the time. We got loads of chicken eggs. I'm fishing away, and would you behold, a fox spawned in, died with an emerald, and I collected it. So now I only need 4 more, but sadly, that is all I've got time for today because we've hit the limit. So if you want to see another one of these, let me know in the comments section. I've had an absolute blast making this. I've had an absolute blast playing it. Thank you very much for watching. I'm DanRobzProbz and catch you hopefully in the next 100 days. Bye!